Well, hello there, Capricorns. How you doing, guys? Welcome to a special eclipse version of Water from the Cosmic Well. I decided that the last eclipse I did like a live on Facebook, and that was fun. But this time I'm just going to do individual videos for each sign. So this can be applicable to a sun, moon, rising, or Venus placement and charting. And so let's begin. We're going to start with some chakra cards to set a foundational understanding of the vibration. Feeling very anxious doing you guys' reading, like anxiety. Like I can't really breathe right. Inner strength. Okay, so your first chakra card is third. Asking you to employ inner strength. Okay. Any more for the Capricorns today on the chakras? Thank you. Peace. Okay. Inner strength and peace. One more. One more. There we go. And self-mastery. Okay. So it looks like we're doing a lot of inner reflection, you know, on the self, inner strength and self-mastery. Creativity is also on the table. Okay. So let's get into this and see what we're dealing with. Okay. Let's talk with our Capricorns today, universe. What are we talking about? Capricorn energy. What are we dealing with? One card at a time, please. Single card only. Thank you. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. You're talking about your solitude, a certain sense of being alone. You may, find yourself feeling abundant in your solitude, or maybe not so much, but you are experiencing a sense of solitude, okay? Magician. Okay, with the Magician card. The Magician talks about utilizing all your resources and being very aware and conscious of, what's in your life and ways in which you can create magic with the energies, that surround you. And the resources. Judgment call. Wake-up call, okay? Judgment is a wake-up call. Okay. So one card at a time, please. Man, okay, you've had a wake-up call that created a suspension in your reality, okay? And maybe you've been trying to, come out of the solitude with the Magician and manifest community into your life, okay? But you have been faced with a wake-up call and a suspension in which you found yourself the Page of Swords, okay, spying upon certain truths, perhaps quietly reflecting in your mind upon certain truths or spying in suspension, okay? One more card, please. One more card for our Capricorns, please. One more card. Ooh, and the Hermit. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, you guys are finding yourself in quite an alone, feeling and vibration. I almost feel that there's a loneliness here in which you are, from this space of distance, even though you may be around other people, you find yourself in quite a space of solitude, okay? And you try to manifest, being the Magician and stepping forth and empowering perhaps what you thought was good energy to engage in your life in some way. But it created a wake-up call and suspension for you, wherein then you began to sort of spy on, or looking from the outside in and contemplate exactly what creates your hermitage and what creates you as being in this sense of solitude, okay? But the hermit always includes, some type of reflection, right? And that you bring the light of your learning in the cave back out into your reality, okay? Now, the Six of Pentacles has fallen below the 9, and so that's talking about the giving and receiving. So you feel alone in the way that, in the giving and receiving, like perhaps a little self-centered, or you only want to give to things that serve you, maybe. Okay, and you struggled to manifest something different. You saw the light at the end of the tunnel, and you thought, I want to do something different. And there's a wake up call, and like the pain cycle has to be completed, right? Yeah, and so creating a suspension in your harvest and the reaping of that which you expected from your actions with the Magician, okay? Yeah, and the truth that you see as you look from the outside in now, and from a different perspective, from the wake-up call and the suspension, okay? And this has caused you to really want to contemplate and go into this space of the hermit, okay? To discover how to manifest like this 10 of Pentacles into your reality, okay? Ace of Wands, both times on the bottom so far. Okay, guys, that's kind of crazy. So that's a very sexual energy, creative energy. You have attempted to bring forth creative new beginnings. Yeah, but you're found yourself in solitude despite your attempts to manifest a give and take. There was struggle. And the wake-up call created like a sense of pain, okay? Which created, the pain created suspension in your harvest, okay? So yeah, you tried to have a new beginning in the way that you're giving and receiving from the sense of solitude, from your solitude, from being on your own. Okay, but you found just two cards here of struggle. You thought there was like a light at the end of the tunnel with all of this struggle, and you attempted to manifest something with all that you saw around you, from what you saw around you. But then this wake-up call caused like an immense amount of pain, okay? There was an immense amount of pain as the wake-up call came down to you. Yeah. Of a third-party energy of the union that you attempted to create, okay? And in the suspension of your harvest, of reaping what you sow, you're beginning to understand. You're getting the seeds of understanding here. And you want to come forth with the truth from your heart, like your emotional body, right? You're spying upon and deciding upon your truth and contemplating what is the truth to your heart, in your heart, right? And what it is that keeps you so separate. And it's really important that you allow the Knight of Swords to come through with that Ace of Swords and representation of that King of Hearts to bring the 10 of Pentacles from your hermitage, okay, from this space that you've spent by yourself and alone. 2 of Wands, yeah. Wow, you guys. This is crazy, okay, because you got the Ace of Wands, and the 2 of Wands, okay? So 2 individuals becoming a partnership, and then that partnership being that the universe, the 4 of Wands, okay? So the Ace of Wands, individual, new beginnings, creating partnership, and, a harmonic foundation in your life. So, this is on the table. This is, I think, what you're attempting to do. And, you have come from this space of solitude and attempted to exchange and have new beginnings, okay? And you wanted to be the magician and make the best of the situation that you have in your 3D reality and what's going on around you right now. And despite your ability to see light at the end of the tunnel in the situation, there was a lot of struggle, okay? Strength, though, you attempted to find strength through the struggle, but you continued to struggle. And then a wake-up call from pain, of the Three of Cups, okay? So I don't know if you were, involved in a three-party situation, or the union that you attempted to have the new beginning, the exchange in the new beginning that you attempted, created a lot of pain and, brought, united you with a wake-up call and pain instead of, fulfillment of any sort, okay? And this created suspension. Although the third party, there could be three people involved in a situation, okay, that has caused a suspension in the way that you're communicating and in the harvest that you saw for yourself here. So you're kind of spying, maybe you're lurking on that person and that you attempted this new beginning with, and finding the truth of your emotions around the situation so that you can truly come out of this solitude and move with truth toward what will make you happy, okay? So the 4 cards that you got, or you got 5, vigilance, purification, volatility, promise, and celebration, okay? So it looks like you need to spend some more time, doing the work, purifying the self and the intention of self in connection and what it is you expect or want, or perhaps are willing to offer in a space of exchange, of the give and take in life between you and others. How can you have a new beginning when you really are only concerned with self and have no availability or space, right, to give and take that singular pentacle that's left from your 9 of Pentacles to create the 10 in the end? Okay, so it's all about that give and take, all right? And there's volatility. You feel volatility and promise, like you don't want to take responsibility perhaps. You just want to party and not take responsibility, but then that creates that solitude that you're attempting to draw yourself from. So, I think that it's really important that you realize that, the way that it works from 2 individuals that come together and then that create responsibility and a unity and spirituality, that's the 4, that's the spiritual foundation for any type of success, right? For respect and growth and deep exchange in life, that 6 of Pentacles, all right? Be creative, master the self, discover inner strength. The wake-up call to the pain of the way that you have operated or have found in unification with others creates this suspension and space between you and what you seek, okay? Small new beginnings, just, there's like a stalking upon your truth that you are seeking your truth, stalking your truth of your heart, and then taking that, from your space as the lantern of truth, the sword and the lantern, to come from and go out and manifest that 10 of Pentacles, okay? All right, guys. Well, I hope that helps. I will see you on the full moon then, okay? All right. Bye.